What will unite the workplace? First, the purpose of a company is a very important reason for unity. If the company has a very clear purpose, okay, we'll connect this to that, or we'll change the world on this dimension, or we'll be something else to this world. If there's a very clear purpose which is enunciated by a company, that unites everybody. Because people come to work saying, this purpose excites me. I contribute to this larger purpose, as opposed to I come to do a 9-to-5 job. So whatever is the purpose of a company must be extremely clear and well articulated for employees to feel united and energized to come to work every day. The second is a good culture. People come to work for 3 reasons. 1 is the purpose of the company. 2 is the culture around the place. 3rd is good colleagues who help me progress. Those are 3 reasons people come to work. And this has been there time immemorial. It's not new. And it will be there time immemorial, whether technology is there or not, or something else happens or not. The 3rd reason people come to work is engagement. Is an organization truly engaged with each other? Today, all studies tell us that less than 25% of the employees are engaged. 25% of the employees are disengaged, and 50% of the employees are actively disengaged, which means they're actually hurting the performance of your company. They're stalling every single initiative. So a very simple thing of trying to get even half the workforce in your company, half the talent in your company engaged is itself a big challenge. Do not underestimate engagement. The trouble with words like culture and engagement is people get it intellectually but don't know what to do with it. If I tell somebody in my company, Pradeep here, I say, hey Pradeep, we need to have a better engagement program. Yeah, I understand that. But we don't know what true engagement is. True engagement is in a company is engaging the hearts, not the minds. Most companies are very good at engaging the minds. How do we engage minds? We put more and more tasks. We put more and more items on the MBO list. We engage the mind successfully, but we disengage the heart very successfully too. So engagement, I request all of you, is not a rational concept. It's an emotional concept. And in corporations, you need to think of it as an emotional concept. The next is positive leadership. Leadership accounts for nearly 17 to 20% of the difference for a company. Wherever you are, you're choosing your leader, a bunch of leaders, choose it very, very carefully and spend a lot of time on it. Okay, leadership plays an outstanding role in uniting a workplace. And you need leadership. In my book, the top 10% of leaders in your company are the people who really matter when I talk of leadership. It is not the CEO. The CEO on his own cannot do anything. I'm a CEO, and trust me, I've been a CEO for 12 years now. Okay, on his own, the CEO can do nothing. The board cannot do anything. The management team cannot do anything. But collectively, the top 10% of managers in a company can be a huge force, can be a huge symbolism for role modeling, and they can change the culture. So when I talk of leadership, I'm talking about the top 10% of leaders in your company and not just the CEO. And finally, what unites a workplace, funnily enough, is winning. When you win, nobody talks of team spirit. Everybody is happy because everybody is saying, I'm the reason for the win. Okay, so a winning company always is more of a united company. Okay, so these are the things which unite people at the workplace: purpose, good culture, engagement, positive leadership, and winning.